Okay, Michael, this is a video. This is our showroom here at Ultra Motorsports, the Ultra Motorsports warehouse in Fort Wayne. We're going to take a walk over to this Roadrunner over here real quick, the 69 Roadrunner. What we'll do is we'll just kind of start here at the driver's side front fender, and just kind of walk the car, look at fit, look at finish, look at a few things. You'll have to excuse my camera work if it's a little shaky at times, but I want to make sure we're getting all this really well. If there's something you want to see a little bit better picture of, then just don't hesitate to let me know. I haven't even gotten the car completely cleaned up from sitting around here for very long. We're in the middle of some construction right now, so if there's some dust on it, just be rest assured it'll be taken care of. Okay, as we look at the front fender here, everything looks very, very nice. I don't have any notable stone chips or anything like that. As we look down the car, I don't know if we can capture this or not. No waves or dents as far as I can see. Everything looks very, very good. Hopefully this is helping. And we get a look as far as that goes. And then all the way back down the other way. Looks like maybe our door's not shut. One second. Okay, door's shut and the trunk's open, but that's all right. We'll get over there eventually. So driver's side rear quarter I think looks very, very nice. Like I said, I'm not entirely positive these aren't replacement quarters. Okay, moving along over to the front. Like I said, this chrome I think is much better than just average. I think it's very, very nice. Not exactly cleaned up yet. Still could use a little polish, but very, very nice nonetheless. A couple of bugs. So a car needs just cleaned up a little bit. As you look under the hood, as you can see, like I said, this car came to me with no hood stripes. This actually got the correct, it's real dusty right now. This car got the correct texture of paint and then the correct color as well. Okay, as we raise the hood, we'll take a look in here. This, like I said, this is a 440. We'll note there is no fender tag here, so you can see that. See some of the engine detail. Power disc front brakes. Power steering. And actually, this power steering unit was rebuilt, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it. Power steering unit's been rebuilt. This side of the engine, hopefully you can see some of the detail as we move this way. And the beep beep horn, of course. This is kind of some of the stuff I'm talking about. You know, I mean, so many cars you look at, they'll just be like overspray and paint, stupid stuff like that. Things that just look crusty or crummy, or, you know, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find a hobbyist vehicle and for them to not have paint on some of this wiring and stuff. And as you can see, you know, this is all just, it looks like the car was completely apart. I mean, just everything looks like it's been apart off the car. So, looks nice, very, very nice. Oops. As you can see, I think the fit looks really, really nice. Fit looks good on the car. When these guys did this hood for me, these things obviously came out, and this all got done the way it's supposed to be. I do have the 440 emblems, if that's something you did want. You know, again, this kind of stuff all came off. You know, I mean, it would be, you know, a hobbyist or something like that may just tape around some of this stuff. So that's not what we were going for when we did this car. We'll look down the passenger side of the car. Front passenger fender looks very, very nice, very straight. On down the door. And passenger side rear quarter. Let's see if we can't get a little better shot here like this. I'm not just passing over where there could be blemishes or anything. I really can't seem to spot any blemishes. Maybe a little fisheye right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's very difficult to see. Maybe a small fisheye there. I'm being very critical right now. I think the car is a real nice car. These are some of the surface scratches in the glass I was telling you about. You know, this one does catch your fingernail maybe, so this is probably there to stay, this scratch right here. But like I said on the phone, you know, not to knock on the car and say that I wouldn't, you know, these are of no concern, because obviously in any investment you want to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. But you know, if you're driving around with the windows up in this car, you're definitely doing it wrong. So roof looks great. All this stuff too, I want to make note of this. I mean, you know, if you ask, you know, 9 out of the 10 cars that you're looking at online, if you ask them to do what I'm doing, my guess is that this will not be in this good a condition. This chrome is very, very nice. This is not dry rotted. This all looks very, very good, very presentable. I can tell the car was a part to be painted. All this trim, one little ting right here, I think I see. Let's see if you can catch it when I move the camera around maybe. One little ting right here, but you know, you're going to be hard pressed to find a car that is looking as good as this one is. Rear glass looks great. Yeah, this car is just a little dusty and filthy right now. You have to excuse me. All this trim looks very, very presentable. Probably not exactly show quality at this point, but very, very nice, and definitely, you know, to the novice car buyer or the novice collector, better than average for sure. Rear chrome bumper looks great. This is in excellent condition. This chrome is. I don't see any pits or anything like that. Any pits, any gouges. This is just all dirt and grime. You know, and intentionally, I want you to see the car as it's sitting. I mean, I didn't come out here and, you know, get this thing dialed in or something before I showed you the video. I want everything to be on the table, and I want you to see it all. So let's see here. Again, when you're looking at the cars, make sure you're looking at the same stuff. You know, I mean, this is such an easy thing, but when somebody paints over something like this, I question the quality of the rest of the vehicle. That's all I'm saying. So I know it sounds so stupid and so simple, but it's these little things that I think just kind of set the car off and make a difference when people are looking at the car. Little stuff like this. I mean, you know, little stuff like this, they took the time. You know, all this looks fresh and good and very, very nice. All this weather stripping looks great. Wiring is all gathered neatly and put back in the front of the trunk here, back of the trunk here. Like I said, no spare. We can work something out if we need to. I can see what I can do to get you one. Here's why I said that this, I think, could be a replacement quarter. You can see the coating. You can see the factory coating up here. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see factory texture up here. This is smooth, and then I get more texture when I get down here. So I'm thinking that maybe this was either, I know it's odd for this to be original still and this to be factory, but either they took this off because they didn't like it, which people do weird things, or it's been replaced. Either way, I can't seem to see a seam or anything on the outside, so you know, I'm not going to sweat it. Same thing over here. Texture down here, and that looks like original texture. Texture up here, and then I still can't seem to see a seam or anything. So, you know, just you know, for your information, I want you to see what's going on there. Underside, this looks like original floor to me. It looks like maybe, excuse me, maybe over the years, definitely these are the factory tack welds. Okay, boom, 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 here. Those are all factory tack welds. I don't see any seams or anything that have been welded that are not factory. Excuse me. What I do see is I see where maybe this is like, you know, solvent pops or solvent reacting with the bare metal underneath. I mean, if you wanted this trunk to look identically good as the rest of the car, you know, I'm talking underneath the floor mat here. If you wanted to look identical to the rest of the car, you would sand this, you would pour 15 it, and then you would just paint it the body color of the car, probably for about $300. I do not think that is necessary in this car. I think the car looks very, very good just the way it is. Okay, so I'm not recommending you do that, but I'm still going to stand by saying that this is a 100% turnkey car that is very, very solid. So the let's walk around. I'll show you the interior here real quick. I'll show you the fit here of the trunk also. Fit of the trunk, very, very nice. I don't think there's any issues there. Dual exhaust on this car. Like I said, dual exhaust, disc brake, 4-speed pistol grip. Just doesn't get a whole lot better than this. This is the dash. Don't start getting sick to your stomach yet. But this is just, you know, this is the behind the scenes of what needs to happen when you start redoing the wiring harness to these vehicles. Console's out. It's getting the it's going to get the new wiring harness in here, and then, you know, the car's going to be good as new again. Upper door panels, I think, look great on this car. Window felt looks good. All again, fresh rubber. I mean, it's usually a pain in the butt for most people to replace this kind of stuff, so it lends again to the quality of the car. I cannot stand when stuff like this is painted over red, or this is painted oversprayed with red. So I think it's a good piece. Really, really nice looking car. I just can't stand that. So again, I think it looks like a little chip in the plastic right here. Huh? I just noticed that. The seats look great in this car. I think they look very, very nice. It's a good all-around size seat for this car that was done well. I mean, sometimes in other vehicles, the seats are a little bit smaller. I don't know if you're a big guy or a small guy, but you know, a big guy fits into these seats just fine. The package tray in the back looks like brand new. It looks excellent. I don't know if you can see that back there. The headliner is very, very nice. And here's this wiring harness. It's getting ready to go into the car. Mess. You do not want to have to do that yourself, I guarantee it. And here is the back seat. Looks real good. I don't see any issues. Over there, I don't know if you can see, this is the ting I was telling you about. You know, you can kind of see that strip there is a little tinged up. You know, I got $100,000 cars in here that I can find some stuff wrong with, but I want you to be aware and armed with all the information since you're making a trip. So let's see. VIN number of the car right there, and let's see. Everything else I think looks very, very nice, very straight on the car. Let's see if we can get one shot real quick of this. I think I told you there was a spot on the car where it looks like maybe a jack stand fell, or if the car fell on a jack stand. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is the dent I'm talking about. It's a dent in the frame right here. So here's frame rail, other side of the frame rail. It's very solid, and what I like too is this is painted. It's not undercoated with like a heavy undercoat. So you can see that it's completely painted on this car, and that doesn't hide anything. That's what I really like. Let me fix this camera so you can see it. A little booger there. Certainly not unfixable, but gosh, why would you fix this little dent right here? I mean, the camera probably makes it look a lot worse than it is, but I want you to see everything. Exhaust looks great. Dual exhaust, and like I said, no heavy, thick undercoating. The floors look really solid on this car. Disc brakes. I'll show you the floors on this driver's side. And again, you can kind of see that there's no No stories, no secrets. The car's, well, let's look at this too. The fender wells here all look very, very nice in this car. Done up well. If you want some better pictures of this, just let me know. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to give me a call, or you can email me. I know you have both my contact information. If you don't, it's 260-704-0234, or you can email me at rdolsen@ultramotors.net, or you can always reach me through the website. So, like I said, I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. Thanks.